Started in attacking mood at Tulka last night, and after Shelbourne's Desi Baker gave the ball away, Cork made a determined break towards goal. The challenge is notable by their absence bar that one, and it was Goff and Scully who combined to avert the imminent danger. Shelbourne had their chances too in the first half. Mark Hutchinson dispossessed here by Pascal Vaudecan and playing the quick 1-2 with Gagan. Desi Baker provided the option with a good run into space, but he took his eye off the ball at the last minute and shot wide of the post. Even he knew that was a good chance wasted. A good Sligo Rovers move here. Falcon Rose playing a perfectly weighted ball to Steve Jones. First touch letting him down though, and Alan Goff was off the line smartly to make the save. David Regis unable to do anything with the follow-up. Well, the visitors created another chance as the first half drew to a close. Baker adjudged to have handled the ball there. Free kick to Sligo Rovers. In it came, and there appeared to be little danger. Greg Costello rising here to head it away from the danger area. Pascal Vaudecan picking it up and knocking it back to Desi Baker, who had a Sligo man right in his heels. The clearance found Fenlon, who uncharacteristically lost out to the tenacious Hutchinson. An excellent shot just wide of the post. Well, the second half was a very different story as far as Shelbourne were concerned. This time the Sligo players guilty of standing off as Desi Baker bore down in goal. Nice through ball, finding Stephen Gagan. Look at this for a finish. 1-0 to Shelbourne. The Shell's number 10 proving that he's right back on form. Having got the opener, Shelbourne's attacking play became more positive. A good ball here from Fenlon to Mark Rutherford, always menacing from this sort of position. And then the lunging challenge from Cobbison resulted in a free kick and a yellow card for the Sligo number 2. Fenlon with the free kick, finding Pat Scully with the centre-half header just over. 3 of Shelbourne's informed players were involved in a sweeping move upfield that led to goal number 2. Desi Baker first getting it away to Pat Fenlon, who in turn put Rutherford away. The winger's cross deflected to the back of the net by the unlucky Ian Lynch. 2-0 to Shelbourne. Well, Sligo did have the odd chance to pull one back, one of the better ones falling to Regis after Hutchinson's free kick. He really should have done better from that position. Well, it was the Gagan-Baker combination that put the game well out of Sligo Rovers' reach. The Irish under-21 star wasting no time in making his decision to shoot and getting his just reward. Shelbourne very much in the title race, 3-0 at Tulka Park last night. Tony Cousins making no mistake to get his 10th of the season. Indeed, the Hoops could have had another in that first half, but for Sligo keeper Nicky Brujos, he was in good form. The best chances in the second half fell to Sligo, but they just couldn't find the net. Here there with the overhead. And then Lee Chu somehow managing to miss from point-blank range. 3 vital points for Shamrock Rovers. Sligo still struggling somewhat at the moment. Well, at the Brandywell last night, Derry City made the better start against Sligo Rovers. Liam Coyle came close to scoring after 20 minutes, but his shot was brilliantly saved by Nicky Brujos. Well, 10 minutes later, another chance fell to Gary Beckett, but his shot was well saved once again by the busy Sligo Rovers goalkeeper. Well, Rovers felt a little unlucky not to get a penalty before half-time when Porrick Moran was brought down in the box by Ryan Coyle. No penalty, said the ref. And indeed, after the break, Moran was pulled down once again inside the penalty area. This time, the offender was Paul Curran, but amazingly, referee Hughie Byrne didn't point to the penalty spot. Well, Moran had a chance to clinch all 3 points in the 7th minute, but he blasted over the crossbar from 3 yards from Marcus Hollow's cross. So 0-0 it finished on the night at the Brandywell. Sligo stunned the large crowd at Turner's Cross when they opened the scoring after only 4 minutes. Marcus Hallow's pass found Sean Flannery. The 18-year-old displayed nice poise as he made room for his shot, and it squeezed past Noel Mooney in the Cork City goal. Flannery, one of 2 locals on the Sligo Rovers team. 3 minutes before the break, Cork City were back on level terms. That was Kelvin Flanagan sending Colin O'Brien clear down the right wing. Neat change of direction there by him. And Brian Barry Murphy fed it to Ollie Cahill, and his right-footed cross was eventually finished to the net by Noel Hartigan. People with no chance. There were further problems for Sligo 2 minutes after the change of ends when they were reduced to 10 men as Jason Cabia broke down the right. Matt Hare came with that heavy challenge. And referee Jimmy O'Neill had no hesitation in sending the big defender off. Well, Cabia was stretchered off, but the injury is not as serious as it looks there. Heavy ankle bruising was reported.
Here at Turner's Cross, Cork City's quarter-final cup side features the return of Patsy Frayne to midfield. He lines up alongside Kelvin Flanagan, just behind the front line of John Caulfield and Jason Cabia. However, between them, they've only hit the target on 11 occasions this season in League and Cup. Clearly, goal scoring has been a major problem. Sligo are minus the suspended Mark Hutchinson. It's the first game he's missed this season, so the back four in a 4-3-3 formation will read Morgan, Cobbison, Burks and Lynch. Player manager Nicky Reid will prompt from midfield, hoping to carve openings for leading goal scorer Pádraig Moran. The referee today, Mr. John Ferry from Dublin. And it's City in the all-red strip will get the match underway, playing into the goal away to our left. Cronin towards Cabia, right on the baseline, brilliantly across. Nicky Brujos doing well. Commercial manager, of course, as well with Sligo Rovers. Flannery into challenge, but all those high balls playing into the hands really of Derry Cullen. Tower strength in the air. Cabia. Nicely outside by Caulfield for Patsy Frayne. Frayne again against Morgan. Playing it to Gareth Cronin. And that's stopped on the line somehow by Brujos. It was a wonderful cross hit in there towards Jason Cabia. You thought it was in, but Brujos had other ideas. Few having time. Jones. Flannery. Former Summerhill College star up in Sligo. Few. Frayne wins it back. Referee says there's an advantage. Cahill has it. This is Gareth Cronin. And Cobbison playing it back out towards his right back, dangerously so. This time there is no doubt. Jones was in. And that might attract another card from referee John Ferry. And the notebook out once again. So a set-piece possibility. Cullen looks like he's going to go for it! Off the crossbar! The nearest we've been to a goal. Excellent strike. Napier planting it in again. Caulfield is in there challenging. Comes out to Flannery. Lovely turn by the youngster. Setting Jones away. Daly with Mooney coming out. Playing sweeper. Stays in play. But that free kick expertly hit there by Derry Cullen, looking for his third goal of the season, and of course he scored in the last round of the cup. He was unlucky. Flanagan outside of the boot. KB against Cobbison. To the feet of Flannery. Good ball. Pádraig Moran, here's the chance. Great save by Mooney. That should have been 1-0 to Sligo. Back by Reid. Lynch. Reid again, this time going wide towards Neil Ogden. Flag is up. But what about that for a wonderful through ball? Flannery on to Moran, taking it by the defender, and the goalkeeper going down smartly to make his first really decent save of the game. That's for Flanagan. Again, a lovely turn. Great ball in towards KB. And it's 1-0! And it's Patsy Frayne has come back from injury to get it. That was whipped across. KB was there. And as the ball came out, the man coming onto it was Patsy Frayne, and he drilled it past Brujos, and it's 1-0 in the 33rd minute. It's Gareth Cronin. Cabia hasn't scored here at Turner's Cross since the end of August. Sligo themselves will feel a little unlucky that they didn't take the lead through Moran a few minutes earlier. Lively cup tie. Colin O'Brien pushing on. Again, it's Flanagan looking for number 2. What a goal by Kelvin Flanagan. Sligo's defence ripped apart by a wonderful through ball from Colin O'Brien. Kelvin Flanagan flying onto it, and the shot simply flew off his boot. It's 2-0 to Cork City. Jason Cabia, nice header on, beating Cobbison. The final shot from Caulfield. First save of the second half that Brujos has had to make. Patsy Frame towards Colin O'Brien, and KB is offside. And just there as KB won that header against Covison, Caulfield was onto it quick as a flash, and that shot well stopped by Bruges. O'Brien. Flanagan trying to keep it away from Moran, but the referee says unfairly so. So it's a free kick to Sligo Rovers from the kind of position where Derek Colin hit the crossbar in the first half for Cork. It's Nicky Reid and Neil Ogden. Ogden to smack it. Down to Moran. Did really well. KB is back there. Frayne was there as well. That was beautifully worked there. Nicely forward, and Moran just wrong-siding the defence. The Sligo followers there at the right-hand side of this particular compact ground. Lots of support there. So far a disappointing day for them. Are chanting, we're going to win the cup. They at least look like they're about to see their team into the semi-finals of this year's FAI Cup, and that is now confirmed. No further goals to report in the second half, but the damage done in the space of about a minute and a half between the 33rd and the 34th minutes. Patsy Frame with the first goal, Kelvin Flanagan the second, and at Turner's Cross it's Cork City who advance. The final score here reading Cork City 2.
There was little in the way of action at the showgrounds this afternoon between St. Pat's and Sligo Rovers. Indeed, it was 10 minutes from time before the first goal was scored. St. Pat's failing to clear from defence, Sligo's Conor O'Grady picking up the loose ball before his shot was dispatched brilliantly past Trevor Wood. A fine goal by Conor O'Grady, his shot from 20 yards leaving Wood with no chance in the St. Pat's goal. But Sligo's lead only lasted 2 minutes. Trevor Wood with the long kick out in the St. Pat's goal, Leo Braithwaite picking up the ball, his strong run down the right and into the Sligo penalty area, resulting in Sligo's Steve Burks pulling him to the ground, and there was no question of a penalty. Braithwaite with the run, Burks pulling him down inside the box. The penalty was converted by Trevor Malloy to leave it tied 1-1, and a share of the points for St. Pat's and Sligo Rovers.